As long as y'all get away, don't worry about the money.
Biggest thing that kept us out of trouble was we didn't flaunt anything. You know, we made money. We didn't go out and buy new vehicles and you know, run around and jerking out money and waving in people's face and bragging about it. That's where you piss people off. And then, well, like one time a lady, we was at a steel site. We just set it up, and I saw this guy with a red jacket walking around the creek, and my other two partners started running, you know, hollering it was a law. Well, the law's not going to come to a steel site with a red jacket on. So I run the guy down, and I'm telling you what, when I caught that guy, you could hear him scream for 5 miles. He thought I was going to kill him. So I talked to him. I said, we got a lot of money over here, blah, blah, blah. I wish you'd keep quiet about it. So he said, leave me a gallon of liquor every week, and everything be cool. So I did. I started leaving a gallon of liquor. About 2 weeks later, this lady come walking down the road bed, and I saw her coming. And I'm like, oh, man, what's going on now? So I met her. I said, how you doing? All real nice. And she said, my husband has been drinking ever since y'all set the steel site up over here. And I'm like, oh, man, I knew she was talking about red jacket. And I said, I'm sorry about that, man. But I said, you know, he wanted a gallon of liquor. We made a deal with him. I don't want to piss him off. And she looked at me. She said, sir, you don't want to piss me off. I said, yes, ma'am. No problem. No more liquor will be left at the steel site. And we stayed there for months and months and months. Something that simple, you know, catching a man talking to him, and they won't go to the local store and run their mouth. Because most of them don't know they're giving you up. They just think it's cool, it's on a steel site. But if you talk to them, they'll keep their mouth shut. In this case, almost hung me with a gallon of liquor.
And two, you take Henry's father and them, he'd always told me and Henry, you know, as long as y'all get away, don't worry about the money. You know, I'll put the money up for the place to put y'all back up in them. If it's a law, you get the heck on out of there, and you know, and we'll start over again. Most of them won't like that though.
And keeping us up, say nothing, being arrested as much or getting caught as much. The fact that our grandfather and our father was so well known throughout the county. I mean, many a times we've got run from steel sites and you didn't have cell phones. You go to, and you're trying to get back home, but you can't get out on the main roads. You have to stay in the woods. You'll finally get to a house somewhere, and you'll slip across the road. You'll go knock on the door, and somebody come to the door and open it up, and you got mash all over you, and your clothes all stiff, you know, and mud all over you.
Smell like a...
And they're looking like, they'll pull the door back, and well, who are you? And now you're on the edge of the road. You don't know if the law's going to come up in a second. And you know, oh, yes, ma'am, I'm Henry Law. Well, who's your grandfather? My grandfather's Owen Law. Who's your daddy? My daddy's Amos Law. Come on in, son. What do you need? Open the door. Come on in. Here's a phone call. We'll sit there down.
Once they trace the history of your family back, they let you on in. The woman told me down there one night, she said, who are you? And I told her. She said, who are your mom and daddy? I told her. She said, Grandma. I said, Daddy and Owen. Well, come on in, son. Use the phone. I'll fix you a cup of coffee, you know. Until I told him who she tracked it back who he was, I'd have never got to walk inside the door.
And when you treat people right, way my dad did, I know a guy died, was helping Daddy one time. I forget what he died of, but Dad owed him $2,500. Now, this deal was strictly between he and my dad. Nobody knew about it. None of this guy's family didn't know anything about it. What did Dad do? He tracked the guy's brother and sister down, had them come to his house, and he counted out $2,500 and gave it to him. And I'm talking, this was in the 80s when $2,500 was a pile of money.
Probably $10,000 now.
And that's one thing that helped us so much, because the majority of people liked us. They knew we were straight up. If we tell somebody something, when they knew we was gonna do it. If we worked on the land, we took care of the land. If we owed the money, we paid that money. And that's what helped us a whole lot, just from my grandfather and father, generation after generation, that they molded and just pretty much handed it over to us. And it's a great feeling now when you talk about it and look back
You're
at that.
Exactly right. Henry's daddy told me one time, he said, Kenny, we can get more on who we are and the history of the family, and a lot of people can get with cash money. And he was dead right.
And we never told on nobody. We didn't rat. You know, you get caught, you do your damn time and keep your mouth shut. And all the moonshiners knew that. All the people knew it that you dealt with. You know, if you rat, they're gonna find out. They'll know. And not only that, you got to look in the mirror every day yourself. That's, you know, I couldn't do that. We couldn't do that. And that's what helped us a lot. People know that when they dealt with us, we were stand up.
You stand up guy.
There was no worrying about the law. If we got caught.
No questions asked.
Yeah.